Alrighty, and we are live. Yep. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gaming with Gyozaplanet with your host, Gyozaplanet. Hello, that's me. And you might notice something is a bit odd, and that is related to this new stuff. So, yes, you might notice that there is a little flashing version of my, well, persona on screen. That is because I have decided to become a PNG tuber, mainly because I can't really do camera stuff because my PC doesn't let me, and I don't have a good enough computer to actually do VTubing. However, I can easily do PNG tubing, so yay. It also should help so you actually have an idea of when I'm talking, and it also makes it a bit easier to watch these videos, because like I will admit that watching all my content without having like at least an idea of somebody talking can get a bit boring at times. But anyways, new stuff. I talked about this in my little mini short that I did mini video that I did yesterday. Yes, I am back from vacation, which was really fun. I will get into the details once I actually start playing. Yes, we're playing Hawked. I know you guys have just had 2 weeks of Hawked. Counterpoint, I'm absolutely exhausted and I cannot play TabG. So we're gonna go with the easier of the two games. Point is, new stuff. I talked a bit about this yesterday in that little mini video. Here's the more details about it. So, coaching. I'm starting up coaching for TabG and maybe Hawked. Well, TabG and or Hawked. It's probably going to be TabG because most of my audience cares about TabG. So, yeah. It is going to be a 1-hour session where it will either be me live reviewing one of your gameplays like I do with the reviewing with Gyozaplanet series, or it can be a concept breakdown. For example, Cute Hunter, you will know him from my previous videos, is going to be my first client, and, well, if you see this last part down here, I will get to that. That's part of it. They wanted a full breakdown on how to approach somebody in cover, so that's going to be theirs. Then, the second part of the session is going to be either live game coaching, where I give you advice mid-game, or if you aren't a fan of that because it's distracting or you just personally don't enjoy it, you can also get about an additional 20 minutes of, well, the first part of it. It is going to be $5 per session. However, one session a week will have their fee waived if they agree to have their content used for a video. So that's the plan for now. Second part, the themed video guides. These are going to be edited guides with like little mini skits and acting that explain how to use weapons in TabG and in Hawked. They're going to be less frequent because they take more time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about or don't fully understand, hold on. I think I meant to actually have this pulled up earlier. This guy right here is a YouTuber known as Soundsmith. Very funny, and what he does is something like this. Okay, actually, I'm gonna. This is actually I'm going to mute because copyright. So as you can see, it's like, he does a ton of fancy like SFM and Blender animations and everything like that. And yeah, and then like if I just skim through, and it is kind of just like, it's gonna be similar to this, not exactly the same, although he has this like that fourth wall breaking thing. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but yeah. So basically it's gonna be something like this, where it explains to you how to use, for example, in Hawked, is going to explain how to use, for example, the Z92, which is just kind of like the generic AK assault rifle. But it's not just going to be like, hey, I'm Gyozaplanet, here's how to use the AK assault rifle. It's going to be themed as if it was instructional videos from the actual, like, people like Grail. Which, given their questionable reliability as a company, so this right here is going to be a guide about this gun. This is going to be the first one. And so, given the questionable reliability of the Grail company, yeah, there are gonna be shenanigans that happen in the videos. There might also be a storyline. I might actually have like an overarching storyline. I'm still unsure about that. It's mainly like how well can I actually integrate the story into the whole explaining stuff. Okay, then the third part of it is cooking. I'm gonna make cooking videos where I basically just have the camera and then I cook, and it's mainly because I like making food and it's yummy. Okay, it's not entirely that. It's also I do like making food, but also there are a lot of recipes that I really do enjoy making, and they aren't as difficult as people think, and some of them like chili and omelets, they're incredibly good food sources. Like chili has chili has good carbs, good protein, easily freezable, so you can have it whenever. You can put pretty much anything in there, and it's really simple to make. It's really good food for if you're like teenager, college student, or even if you just don't have a very big budget. Same thing goes for omelets. Omelets are really good food source, especially in the morning, because the eggs offer a lot of protein. If you throw in like ham or like grilled vegetables or something else, you like hash browns. Actually, that's another good one. You throw them into the omelet, you get a very good food source. So yeah, that this is all stuff that you can expect in the near future. Yeah. Although, and yes, I know, I will admit, it is kind of a bit jarring to know that the little icon is going on because I can't actually see it. Because what you guys are seeing is this right here with the little icon and everything. However, my screen doesn't have that because this OBS, my recording software, basically what it does is that it pulls, basically it takes my video feed of my game and then the little icon itself and it stitches them together and makes a video. So I can't actually see what my little icon is doing. If I had a second monitor, I probably could, except I don't have the budget, and I also don't have the space for a second monitor, so... But anyways, alrighty. Let's not play ranked for the first day back in a month. Oh yeah, I apparently... Yeah, I was playing and I got rewards or something, which I should actually be able to see here. Yeah, I did. What did we get? Ooh. Okay, hold on. Let's see this. Ooh, that's a nice skin. Alright, hold on. Bum 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 ba-dum. Alrighty. My quote-quote soundproofing has been applied, which is basically just me shutting my door. Okay, and, loadout. Right, have they added any new... sorry. Voice crack? Have they added new boosters? No, not really. Alrighty, let's get going. So, a couple bits of news. Well, other news that aren't directly channel related. I've started playing, or trying out a new game called Delta Force. It's a new extraction shooter that's, it's a mix of the simplicity and gunplay of DMZ from Warzone 2, and then the, like, inventory management and, like, depth that Escape from Tarkov has. And it also has some abilities. I know for a lot of people, immediately seeing the words ability and extraction shooter are going to cause them trauma. Don't worry, it's not Overwatch style or level of ability spam. They're a lot more like grenades, basically. You have like healing, like you have a medic character who has like healing darts and smoke. You have like a scanning character who has like electric arrows and scanning arrows, and who can like very quickly or like very lightly scan people if you've used the not hourglass, it's, I forget the name of it. It's one of these artifacts. I can't find it. Here we go. It's like the helioscope, kind of. But with like it's like a 0.3, 0.5 second duration. It's not very long. Overall, it's pretty fun. I decided to play my first game of it yesterday, because I had to stay up because time zones. Nice. Free money. Yeah. So I had to stay up, and because of that, well, video games, yay. So, yeah, that happened. Hold on. I'm still rather tired and, okay. So, you know, And so, first game I tried playing, the game didn't even load me in. I think I just fell into the void, which was annoying because I lost a decent chunk of loot. So the second game I was like, okay, I'll just grab like a Glock 17 pistol and run it, and like I can take out some AI, loot their guns, and we can go from there. It's called regaining, and it's a concept in extraction shooters where basically it's when you either have no loot or very minimal loot. You go into like one of the raids, which is basically just the game. You go into the game with very like low commitment stuff. So it's very cheap armor, very cheap guns and everything, and you either try to ambush people or you take out like AI and stuff like that, and you go looking for stuff to sell so you can buy better gear. Yeah, so it turns out I loaded in late again to both of my teammates dead and actually and a fight in a couple like 10 seconds after I loaded it. And basically how it boils down to is I was talking about it yesterday with some of my buddies, and it was basically me spawning in late. I got into a fight literally the moment like I got into the area. I managed to take out 3 enemies because they are terrible shots. 436 kills, dang. Um, I won and I grabbed their guns because I only had a pistol at that time. The second teammate bleeds out because the first one had already bled out by the time I finished. I go wandering, trying to find something to do. I get into another fight. I escape that fight and get into yet another fight, and I get cornered. And I only managed to live because, whatchamacallit, I got lucky. And the other team got A, distracted by the first team that was chasing me, and B, they were terrible shots. So with the mix of smoke grenades and healing items, I managed to outlive their damage and then fight back and take out one of the people. I run away again. I escape into a bunker. There's a person who tries to follow me into the bunker, and I manage to take them out. I leave. I try to get into. Try to get to the extraction point. I don't have enough money for it because it's one of the paid ones instead of one of the free ones. So I have to leave, and I get into yet another fight. I take out 2 of the 3 people left, and then eventually I just end up running away because I was too concerned about dying. Yeah, and that was my first game of Delta Force. Ooh, I don't know how happy my computer is about having this running. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hawk is not that heavy of a game. Although I am lagging a bit, which is unpleasant. So yeah, that was my, yeah. So I went to bed, woke up, like, pretty decently late, which is good, because it means I'm adapting very quickly. Or at least decently fast. Okay, hold on. We're gonna tune our visual settings down a bit. You down, you. We're gonna keep textures, we're gonna keep foliage low and shading low. It's gonna stutter, reprocess. Okay. Well, it's not great, but it definitely works. We'll take the Mazkin. I don't know if I have the power to deal with or to use the heart attack. But yeah. And so then I played a bit more this morning. It went a bit less good. I ended up getting ambushed before I could spawn in, dying and losing a good chunk of gear. Having my teammates rush a boss who was much sturdier than all of us and proceed to wipe us completely. Because apparently the bosses can do combat rolls and we can't, which I find to be BS. But yeah. And then I got into an actual match. Well, I had 2. We got into an actual game where I managed to take out a full team by myself. I had like level 1 armor and stuff and a PB Bison, and I managed to take them out with mostly they just missed a lot and I jumped around. So I managed to, oh hey, look, that's new. Or I can't actually show it because I can't separate my cursor. Oh. I need to remember how the heck you play this game. I think the answer is shoot people. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go over here. Okay, we're gonna get up here because we can. I do remember this. We can use these to scan for enemies. that's a player. If it's an actual player, Nas. There we go. Okay, I think it was a solo. It was either like a new solo or they've changed how the AI work. But yeah. Yeah, I managed to take out a full team on my own. And then the rest of the game was pretty silent. And the second game was pretty silent up until me and my teammate walk into a building and they just got ambushed by a full team sitting by a staircase with grenades and a shotgun. And then we decided to just kind of leave at that point. Because it was absolutely not worth it. They put in a new sound effect for getting crits on whatchamacallit.
I'll keep your loot till I bring you back.
New sound effects for getting a critical with the loaded dice. That's good. I will absolutely take suppressor. Oh, it's one of the... I got confused as to which one of... Oh, wait, there's one up here. Always check your map. I wonder how Steve's doing. Because last you guys saw, Steve... I managed to get my revenge on Steve after he defeated Stabity. But yeah, that was a month ago, actually, as of the time. Like, okay, more or less a month. I don't know. The funny stories don't involve the funny math that I do. Those are separate things. But yeah. Anyways, a couple of other fun things I want to talk about is that Hawked is getting a new game mode. It's going to be a PvE specialized game mode. And, yeah. Honestly, I'm very much looking forward to it. Which, the main reason is that Hawked as a PvP game is a bit odd. And it's mainly due to the fact that a lot of getting good at this game comes from experience. And it's multifaceted. It's A, how do you use guns? B, how to use abilities, and C, how do you know the map and how well do you use the stuff in the map? Because as you get experience, you'll learn that like you can take this here. You learn about hop-ups, you learn like dodge rolling off of things, where you can dodge roll off of cliff to avoid the damage. Like you learn where these jump ups are, you learn where drones and everything will go. You also learn other valuable things like where the flame hives are, where oh, game you shouldn't have. Wrong time for this, but whatever. Yeah, etc., etc. It's valuable information. Also, things where like Infernat hives are, which is really good because it's free fire damage against enemies. I'm pretty sure this has a scan range of about 100 meters, so if we spot anybody, they should appear. I'm not seeing anybody, so they either dipped out or they despawned. It's so difficult to know. Like, if you don't see an enemy, you have no clue if they're an AI or an enemy player or just new. Because I think most of the two people on my team are fairly new, or at least low-leveled. But yeah, PvE for Hawked. There are a number of people who are saying that it's a terrible idea. I completely disagree, because as I was saying before, most of the difficulty and the reason that people quit Hawked is the incredible difference that comes from experience. And it's not like another game in Fortnite where it's like, or not Fortnite, but what's another similar game? I don't know, actually. There aren't really many that games similar to Hawked. Where is this?
Somebody's close.
Oh, there it is. Purple. Nope, it's a Beatar. I'm gonna take that over the Mazkin, mainly because I have the
Carry more trinkets until I
Whoa. Oh, that's a full team. Oh boy. Okay. Alrighty, swap over and let's get gunning.
I'm hit.
Oh. False alarm, it's AI.
Next time, don't have such nice
Yep,
stuff.
I've seen that username before. So either it's a really unfortunate player or it is, Hey, that's a new run animation. Anyways, yeah. So, what it means is that a lot of people tend to fall off of... Basically, the retention rate for new players to Hawk is really, really low. Because, well, it's very difficult to get into. So, it means you don't really get new players. And that's really bad for that's really bad in multiple places. It's bad for the company because they aren't making more money because you need, like, most of their money comes from microtransactions, either through battle passes or cosmetics and stuff like that, and you need an influx of new people for that to be a sustainable market business. And it's bad for us because what it means is that, as you guys saw in that saga against Steve, he was the only person I was running into in ranked for like 5 games back to back, which, yeah, that's not really great for a game's health. So yeah. What it's also good for is that the PvE aspect of this game is kind of underutilized, mainly because there isn't that much incentive to fight monsters.
Gotta get back
Oh,
in the
okay.
game.
Oh,
Somebody's close.
we really shouldn't be shooting like this if there are... Oh, yeah, hold on. Minimap. Your best friend in Hawk is your minimap.
Should have seen this coming.
This is an actual team. This was an actual team. But yeah. Basically, the PvE in this game is kind of... I don't know, it's conflicting. Mainly because the monsters aren't super deadly. If you get caught out in like a squad of like vector bots, yeah, okay, yeah, you might have a bit of a bad time. But yeah, otherwise, for like most of the disciple enemies, they're completely fine. You can either just like face tank them or just run away because they don't have guns. They have the like the little like the little claws they throw at you. That's not really threatening, like at all. So yeah, and so most of the time PvE, like the PvE aspect and the AI enemies, like AI as in monsters, not as in false play or like pseudo players, mainly comes, they either become like a side objective or they just become like a handy tool to have, like, to annoy your enemies with in a fight, which is kind of lackluster because it's supposed to be a PvPvE game, and it's kind of right now PvP with PvE kind of, yeah, it's PvP with E thrown in, and that's not fun. I mean, it is still fun, it's just, it's underutilizing it. What it could also help do is that, help, like, how the game plays, because there have been, and it's pretty valid, like, things that the game does get a bit stale after a while, and I will admit, yeah, fun fact, there are invisible landmines right here. For some reason. But, yeah. Hawk does tend to get a bit stale after, like, several matches in a row. Mainly either due to the lack of players or the fact that, most of the time you use the same thing. And also, all of the glyphs, or not the glyphs, but the encounters you run into are the same if you keep getting the same section of the map. Because you'll have, like, like the puzzle one, then you have the combat one, then you have the, grab stuff one, then you go and do, like, little mini side quest, and then you have, like, the match 2 game, and then boom, you get the treasure and you just run. And being able to spice that up with either, like, a different way of how the game handles, or, yeah, just changing up how the game plays is good. What it can also do is that it can let the developers, like, have more what's known as meta progression, which is basically like the stuff you do in raids impacts your your outside performance. And for example, Delta Force does this, where you need items that you can only find in raids, and whilst playing, to upgrade parts of your base, you have to go and grab items and everything, and you have to keep an eye out for them. And instead of grabbing like a very valuable item, you might have to grab one that you need for a quest or for something like that. And it's decision making. In Hawked, there really isn't much meta progression. Like, you can get new abilities and stuff like that via artifacts or through items or like gears, but that's pretty much it. You can't upgrade the base at all. You can't upgrade the base. You can't upgrade your character. You can't upgrade the guns you use and everything like that. And what it does is that it makes like playing over and over again. There really isn't much of an incentive, and unless you want to just play ranked, yeah. Mm. Well, not even. We were actually only squad. Oh dang. So yeah. I'll give it a 3. There were no players. Um, there we go. Yeah. So if I don't remember. They released a blog post about this a bit ago. Oh, my fan is not on. That would explain why I'm starting to sweat. Hold on. Bum 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 bum. Here, announcements. Alrighty. Let's see. Give it a minute. It is loading on my phone. So, yeah. Oh, right. I didn't talk at all about my trip, did I? Whoa, boy. Well, Dash. Let's do some ranked. I'm nothing if not a person who has bad ideas like playing ranked the day after I get back from like 30 hours of directive traveling. Anyways, so yeah, 6 months since they launched globally, and yeah, people like there isn't a consistent player base, which is a problem. There are like spikes and everything, which is like it's good at all for like numbers, but it's not good for like monetary reasons. It's also not good for the player base. And yeah, they run into the issue where like they usually like it says it's a three-way thing where it's first off they get as many players as they can, then they sort them by matchmaking, and then they can do like full 30-player matches, which is insane to think that like um I'm pretty sure that like in squads you're supposed to have 10 enemy squads in your match. Like ideally that's how the game was designed, which is incredible to think about. It's kind of like tab G, where like the like theoretical player count should be 60 instead of like the 30 to 40 that we get nowadays, which is insane. Because like I remember I used to play back in the day, like when this was still in beta, or like when it like just launched, and you would get like 3-4 squads in a game, and that was pretty action packed. 10 squads is insane. I'm pretty sure it would be like 10 solos in a game, and that's crazy. So yeah, they decide to pivot, and they are working on new PvE mode. And there will be more monetization options, and I'm curious how to do that. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't mean that they are getting rid of the PvP modes. You can still play the normal extraction shooter mode. It's just an additional thing that's available. And it will be through the rest of summer. Later in August, they will go into the rollout plan. So, what I'm guessing is that this will most likely release. It will most likely be a fall thing. It depends on how fast they work on it, because if they've been like developing this over time in the background, kind of as a like, let's have this as a fallback plan slash thing we're working towards, then it will most likely be pretty decently pretty like at least mediumly along the development line. However, if this is brand new, it's going to take them a decent amount of time. Although I will give credit to the team, they are like when they decide to make new stuff, very they are very good at it. Like we got the Brimstone and the Gundog, I think it was the 2-round burst SMG from the previous thing. Like a week or two. I think it was like 2 weeks right after the after we got 6 new guns. Okay, I think it might have been like 3 weeks, 2 3 weeks, but that's still really really good pace. So props to developers. They can yeah, they know what they're doing. But yeah. So depending on how it looks, we'll obviously get more info when the new thing comes out sometime in August. So later this month. But I'm guessing best case scenario it'll be early September, mid September. Worst case or like longest, so I suppose earliest case, mid September ish. Longest case, November December. But they are still going to make new things. They've got a couple of new updates planned and everything, and they'll most likely also make new missions, which I still haven't taken down friggin' Agent Kappa. And it's been like I don't know how long. Yeah. I spent like
I should stock up
yeah.
at the shop.
Yeah,
Weapons check
the entire
nearby.
actually, yeah, a funny thing to keep in mind is that entire saga that happened with Steve, the entire point of me playing ranked was trying to find Agent Kappa, and I played like what 5 6 games during that. Well, there's the Stabity, and then there was the like avenging Stabity, and we got like 1 or 2 caravans. We never got a single Agent Kappa, so ooh, yeah. Um, wait, what? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I got this. I forgot that this was the one where you have to do it in sequence. Alrighty. Fish glyph, that's good. Fish glyph is one of the good glyphs to get early on. Mainly because it lets you get around the map faster, which is really valuable thing to have. Also, yeah, fun fact, you keep invisibility whilst gliding, or whatchamacallit, while sliding, which is really useful. And then we're gonna stab you. Nope. It's healing. Not on my watch. No, you don't. What are you extracting for? You don't even have any trinkets. What? Odd. Do I have any trinkets? Nope. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm just gonna keep working on the glyphs. Because seeing as this is ranked and you are like you only have another enemy squad, making sure that you get whatchamacallit, that you stay up like on pace with glyphs is really important. I've missed Hawked. Especially I've also missed Tab G a ton, but more specifically Hawked. Because Tab G is kind of touch and go. It depends on how tired I am that day. And I will admit I mostly prefer giving people advice about Tab G than actually playing Tab G. It's split. It depends heavily and everything. It's just there are times where Tab G is incredibly demanding in terms of like mental resources and stuff like that. And oh jeez, it's one of these. Bird and bird. Do any of these? No, they wouldn't. Okay, let's see. What's the common symbol? Is snake on? Yes, we've got snake there. We have snake there. We also have snake there. And you have snake. Okay, so it's snake. Let's see. This slots into here, so it's going to be the third one. 2, 3. And this one is going to be 1, 2. And that one is going to be the one to the right. Nope, it's going to be one right after. There we go. Nice. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. It's odd that we haven't run into the enemy team, though. And we also know it's not Steve, because he would have captured the outpost by now. Or they. would have captured the outpost by now. That's fine by me. I really don't want to run into Steve today. I am not prepared for that kind of encounter. Okay, boom.
Let's see what you got.
Come on, get them. We gotta make sure this is running. Okay. You are down. Yeah, so there is absolutely another squad because the disciples don't spawn, or the disciple caravan doesn't spawn otherwise. Except it's not the one I need. I need the friggin' Agent Kappa game. Ah. I should also probably pick up a second gun. Anyways, right. So, oh, right, I should probably talk about my trip, shouldn't I? AKA where I've been for the past month. I went to Arizona to visit my grandparents, and it was a completely solo trip, which was interesting to say the least, which basically means I was traveling completely by myself. Yes, 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 it's a purple brimstone, heck yeah. I haven't actually gotten my hands on one of these in a match yet, and the normal brimstone is already good, this one is even better. Does it have more ammo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. It doesn't have more ammo, but it most likely has a faster reload and or higher damage. Which is very good for that gun.
Somebody's
Oh,
close.
enemies squad nearby. I'll take that. My question is, where are they? So we can do a bit of deduction, I suppose. We can look here. No.
I should stock up at the shop.
We can look all around here. If we don't see them down below, then that means they are over here, which means they might be ahead of us. And if they are 3 players, especially 3 skilled players, then they will most likely be ahead of us. Because when you have 3 players, what you can do is that, well, yep, they've triggered the, yep, jeez, we're running behind. That's not good. Treasury has been opened. There it is. God, I hate these totem thingies. They're so incredibly difficult to shoot. There we go. That's a snappy reload, actually.
Somebody's close.
I will say it is pretty heavy on ammo, which is the. Oh no, you don't. Haha. You think you can run from me? Well, I mean, if I get stunned, yeah, you can. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh no, you don't. Also, no, my gun. Dark Spark, please. No,
Personal.
we got him.
Profitable.
Do I know this name? No, I don't. Okay. I'm just gonna shoot you, and then I'm gonna get running. Okay, time to go. Yep, and their buddy got the extraction point for them, or the outpost. Question is the outpost close enough for them to get to me? Well, the question is, actually, can they get here in time? Because if not, well, basically, if they can't get here in time, well, okay, I suppose the better way to put it is, both of their teammates are dead. My teammate caught the other one, so they basically have to either run over here and take us both out solo, or they have
Somebody's close.
Okay, they were gonna try and take us on. Question is, can they get here in time? And the answer is nope.
You have 5 minutes to use an extraction point.
Nope, they revived their team. Heartglyph, I forgot about Heartglyph. I forgot that it exists. Ah, they got me. Good news, we have Heartglyphs to use, and their team does not. So, okay, yes, thank you. Please resurrect me, because somebody is about to have their butt kicked. If we can get there in time. Keyword, if we can get there in time. Because I don't know if we... Yeah, no. Well, at least we got the artifact out. Which is literally all that matters, which is funny. Yeah. Yeah, that is the interesting thing about Hawk, is that there's zero commitment to dying. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. No, 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 no.
Enemy there.
Shit, shit, shoot them, shoot them. That would have ended very, very badly otherwise. I just got 2 shot to the face. What were they using, actually? Oh. Dang. I did not... Oh, right. I forgot. I didn't have any shield capacitors, which means I would have taken more damage. Or at least I had less damage to tank. Well. Let's get healing. Yeah. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. I wonder what my teammate is up to, actually. Yeah, this was the first time we took him out. Yeah, we'll swap out the far point. Okay, so both of them should be eliminated, which means, what? Oh, are they getting a depot? Good thinking, actually. It's more free loot. So, yeah, I went to Arizona for a month, and it was incredibly fun. I didn't really do much there. It was mostly just hanging out. Hanging out. Well, basically spending time with my grandparents, and then also going up to the mountain areas, because they've got 2 homes. They have my oh, that's not good. That's a player. Spotted. Whoa! That's more people than I expected. Hold on, hold on. How are they? They revived them. They revived them. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot you can do that. That's not good.
2 minutes to extract, renegade.
Thank you, Bjorn. I really needed that reminder that I'm running out of time. Okay, well, this is terrible news for me, because it now means that I have a full team chasing me. Ah, they're teabagging. Oh my gosh. They're teabagging despite the fact that they're actually... Ah, jeez. Yeah, that's fine by me. Jeez. Well then. In hindsight, I probably should have just extracted it as soon as I got the chance. Yeah, prospect 2. And decent amount of loot, so go teammate. Bah, yeah, I am rusty as all heck. Which is fair, given that I haven't used my mouse, and especially my trackball, in a month, so... But yeah, we was mainly just spending a month in, like, the, like... I suppose, like, the house where my mom grew up, which is in the, like, small town up in, like, the, pine... like... It's called Pine Top because it's, like, the more wooded areas. Like, pine trees and everything. It's, like, yeah, like... Which is kind of odd to think about, because when you think of Arizona, you think desert, and, yeah, it's not all desert. It's actually, like, it's rather cold up there and everything. It's much more, like, foresty than desert. And, yeah, it was mostly, just hanging around, having a good time. I did some construction projects. Yeah, construction projects, cooking, reading, a bit of piano. Um, Stuff like that. We went paddleboarding down the Salt River. This was before we went up to Pine Top. We went paddleboarding, which was really fun. And yeah, a couple of other things, but nah, it's not really that important. But overall, I had a really fun time, and I'm very glad I got to do that. I also spent like a surprisingly large amount of it philosophizing, either through like reading books or having chat with my grandparents, with my granddad and uncle mainly. Which I will have to say it is nice because I don't really have anybody to philosophize with normally. Because I mean I have my parents, but that one's kind of skewed mainly because like they are still my parents, but the like they know me very well, so we are kind of biased towards each other's opinions, and also like our perspectives are bound to be different. There's different ages and different history and everything, but they're still rather similar because you're kind of like your parents and I am like my parents. But with my grandparents and everything, it's really different because they're from like a completely different time period. Specifically, like my granddad, he's from like he's from way before it. Because like my dad still had like computers and stuff like that for most of his life and everything. To my granddad, computers and stuff like that is pretty freaking new. So being able to compare like perspectives was and talk about that stuff was really fun. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Mainly because I think I'm gonna go make myself a coffee because I am starting to tire, very, very much so. Uh, I don't think I'm gonna be playing ranked anytime soon, though. I can put that quest on hold, but yeah, I remembered why I stopped, and it's mainly because of like I've been chatting a bit in like the official Hawk Discord. Pretty much everybody who plays ranked nowadays is either people who don't know what ranked is about or three stacks. So like teams and like voice calls and like perfectly coordinated and everything like that. So yeah, I'll put it on hold. But yeah, there is actually another game though that I will start doing videos about, and that I've been waiting, like I think it's like 2 years to play, called Deceive Inc. And it is honestly one of the like it's one of the best games I've ever seen played. It's basically it's like a social deception first-person shooter. It's incredibly odd. I've never seen anything like it, but it's incredibly fun. And now, thanks to Prime Gaming, I finally have access to it because, reminder, I have zero disposable income at the moment. Which you can fix that by liking and subscribing so I can get advertisements and actually start making money. Yeah. The making money part is a joke, but if you do enjoy this stuff, do consider liking and subscribing. Helps me and it helps you because I can make better content. So, yeah, win-win. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, I'll probably go for Tab G, and then you will most likely see that the coaching session with a cute hunter coming up soon. It's basically just a question of like when they're available to do this. Which, if you are watching this cute hunter, although you probably aren't, you probably won't be till like Tuesday because this is Saturday at the time of recording. It probably won't be till Tuesday because it'll take me like a minimum 2 days to get back up to full force. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow probably. Ciao.